Hearing the story, it feels like she's very frustrated.
And taken advantage of, I suppose.
Yeah, she feels like she's been doing a lot, but she didn't get what she had hoped to get. And her boss got promoted instead.
Yeah.
It was almost like maybe she justified her boss's promotion.
Well, today's question is sent in by our listener, Ellie. And so Ellie says, every year during appraisal, my boss will suggest that I take on a new project or a portfolio to aim for that promotion next year. However, even after I took an expanded portfolio, the outcome every year is that, it's too competitive. You can't get a promotion because you went on a maternity leave, etc. Well, meanwhile, she says her boss got promoted herself and told her that it was a surprise. Shockers, and she didn't ask for it. Well, people, she says, who are more senior continues to get promoted year after year, even though she feels very frustrated because she thinks that the farmers like herself should be put up for a promotion. It should be easier, right? So she's super frustrated. She wants to know what's going on and what should she do. Should she even try and take on more if the outcome every year is the same?
Hearing the story, it feels like she's very frustrated.
And taken advantage of, I suppose.
Yeah, she feels like she's been doing a lot, but she didn't get what she had hoped to get. And her boss got promoted instead.
Yeah.
It was almost like maybe she justified her boss's promotion.
Yes, sounds like it.
That's
yeah.
the feeling.
Yeah.
So I think it's very frustrating. And of course, if it's repeated over several years, right, then it can get very discouraging. Actually, my personal opinion is that promotions are actually quite subjective.
Okay.
Right, there's an objective component to it, which is about like how well you perform and also your potential to take on more job responsibilities. But there's also subjective parts to it. Sometimes people get promotions because maybe they threaten to leave. Someone I know actually threatened to leave so that she can get a promotion, and the company gave in.
Oh.
Yeah, and they gave her a new title, higher pay, just because she asked for it, right? And the justification is that if not, they will lose her.
Okay.
And who will do the work?
I see.
So that's one example of how it can be very subjective.
Yeah.
Another one is also, of course, the part about the loyalty. Some people, they feel like they've been there in the company for a long time, and they feel like it justifies their ask for a promotion, and they ask for it and they get it, right? So a lot of times it's not that objective lah.
Yeah. So is it true that, like what Ellie says, she's observed that people in senior positions tend to get promoted more easily than people on the junior level?
I think on the contrary, I think people who are in management positions, they may move slower just only because in a company, there are only so many leadership positions. It's like a pyramid,
Oh, yeah. So it's fewer positions at the top.
Yeah, so I would think that there are more people vying for the fewer positions. So mobility may be a bit slower.
Okay.
Leaders could probably stay in their job grade for a lot longer. For people who are more entry level or middle level, there's a lot more mobility.
Okay.
And also not just upward, but also lateral. I would say that mobility by right, it should be more at where Ellie is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but maybe I wouldn't know. Maybe in her situation, her company, maybe there's some way that managers or leaders keep getting promoted. I'm not sure.
Ellie says that she and her teammates are very frustrated by, what they're seeing. Like you say, it seems like they're putting in the hard work for their boss to get promoted. Would you advise that, maybe say Ellie and her teammates to reject the expanded job scope? If year after year, it feels like, they're just being told to do more.
It depends on the context of the conversation, right? Like if today if Ellie is speaking to her boss and her boss tells her that these are the areas of work that she needs to prove herself in order to get that promotion, then because the goal is very clear, and if she trusts her boss to hold up to her end of the bargain or the boss's end of the bargain, then I think it's okay. But if today you just feel that it's just throwing things and work at Ellie to do, and just maybe dangling that as a possible carrot, then maybe what Ellie could consider to do is to really think about the work that's coming her way. Whether is it good for her own development. What I mean by this is we don't have to take on whatever our bosses ask us to do. Not really. We still can think about the type of work and whether it fits with how we want to grow as a professional.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. But for many of us, we struggle with that because we just think that, okay, whatever my boss do, I please my boss and I get a promotion, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes we have to think for ourselves. The work that I'm doing, is it value adding to me?
Yeah.
Because when we leave the company, what we bring along with us is not the work we do, but it's the experience we gain from doing those work. So if today we can grow through the work itself, then that's great. And if it comes with a promotion, double great, right?
Yeah. So rather than see it as working for that promotion, Ellie can also have that paradigm shift and see it as I will use this opportunity to gain as many skills as possible so that I am in a better place to ask for a different job.
In the context of having these sort of conversations, I would recommend for Ellie to perhaps not just have a performance appraisal kind of conversation where it's looking at what she has done, but also look at a more developmental kind of conversation, which is maybe like a career development conversation with the boss to articulate her own aspirations to move up and work out a plan towards like what are the key areas of work or goals, performance metrics that she has to meet in order to convince the boss or other stakeholders that she's worthy of the promotion. And in doing so, Ellie can also reflect on the work that's coming her way or she's asking to do and how it fits with her as a professional. How does it help her to grow? Because we don't want to just, become a creature in the organization.
Yeah.
We want to become the best version of ourselves.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I think that's very helpful for Ellie. And Ellie, I hope that your situation turns for the better. Hopefully, this is the year that you will get your promotion. If Gerald's advice has helped, please write in back to us. We'd love to hear back from you. And to you out there, listener, as well, if you have a question that you would like Gerald to answer, send it to us. We're at cnapodcasts@mediacorp.com.sg.
I'm Gerald.
And I'm Tiffany. Have a good work week ahead.